Oh, do you have to now say, oh, it's okay again? Sorry. I wonder, I'll have to look into seeing if you don't have to click the meeting is being recorded. That's okay. All right, so we're starting all the way down on our back. If you have shoes on, go ahead and take them off. And knees are bent, feet on the floor. Let your arms rest down by your sides. And if you're struggling, if you have a ponytail, and if you're laying on the ponytail and it feels annoying, just take it out for now. Let the back of your head completely relax onto the mat. Let your shoulder blades sort of drip down towards the ground. And with your feet just hip distance, knees are also hip distance. Take a breath in as you allow your pelvis to rock forward. It's like that feeling of arching your back, sort of like a supine cow pose. And on your exhale, spill your pelvis back. Even you can tuck the tailbone a little bit. Feel your back flattening on the mat. And now with your own pace of your own natural breath, inhaling back into that supine cow. And exhaling into that supine sort of cat pose. A couple of more times. See if you can do this, really letting the tailbone and the glutes, the buttocks just go along for the ride. Notice if you're squeezing and engaging through the glutes or the hamstrings or anything. Totally let that spine be free to move without any gripping or holding, just with the breath. And let's pause right in the middle. Let the soles of your feet come together, come into butterfly pose. Let your knees rest out to the sides. And now feel that feeling of that supine cow pose. Let your pelvis spill forward, let your back arch in this. Allow your low lungs, deep down in the lungs and into the belly, to receive the breath. And then keeping that right knee right where it is, into that Supta Baddha or Konasana or butterfly pose. Keeping the right leg right where it is. Release the left leg and grab the left knee with your left hand. So coming into this version of half happy baby and half butterfly. So we're butterfly on the right, half happy baby modification by drawing the knee in towards like the left armpit. Drawing the knee down. And now an option to reach your left hand to the inside of that left leg and come into a full expression of half happy baby on the left. So you can grab the outer edge of the left foot, or your peace fingers can grab the big toe, and now release. So this is kind of a asymmetrical, right? Can you just soften and release into it? And slowly place the foot back down, back into your full Supta Baddha Konasana butterfly. And we'll take that to the other side. So start to take your right knee over towards your right armpit, give it a good hug, and maybe you just stay here because there's lots of sensation just right here. Soften and release through the tailbone and the sacrum area. Let it release down. Option to reach your right arm to the inside of that right leg. Peace fingers grab the big toe, but you still keep drawing the knee down. The bottom of the foot is facing the sky. Now where can you soften? Where are you gripping? Now keeping that right leg right where it is, bring the left leg up and come into a full expression of happy baby. So the bottoms of your feet are facing the sky, the knees are being drawn down. Soften through the low back and the sacrum. And start to invite a gentle rocking side to side, no effort. Allowing that massaging in the low back on the spine. Good, and then bring those knees together. Let's stretch the legs straight out on the ground. Point through your toes, reach the arms up overhead. Pause here for a second, right? Reach through the big toes. And now relax the right arm and reach a little bit longer with the left arm. Point a little bit stronger through the right toes. Lengthen that left side body. Hold it here. Take a breath into your left lung, or imagine that you're breathing just into the left side. Exhale, soften now the left side and reach a little bit longer through the right. Lengthen, lengthen, point through the toes. Breathe into the right lung. And soften in. Start to draw your right knee straight in towards your chest. Take your right arm and let it open out to the right, palm open. And slowly take a twist over to your left. So draw the knee across your body until you're completely on that left hip. Close your eyes. You can turn your head to the right, but then feel your right shoulder blade kind of spill down and away from your chest. Soften it down. And then breathe into that low back, outer hip. Make any little changes that you need this morning to make this feel just right for you. And slowly spill back onto your back. Straighten that right leg out. Squeeze the left knee and feel the low back release here. So squeeze in, draw the right thigh down a little bit. Take your left arm out to the side, palm open to the sky, and slowly take your twist to the other side. Bring your awareness to your left shoulder, like it's dripping down and away from your chest. Soften through both legs. Just receive this stretch. Allow that mind to just be here now. And slowly come back onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. Roll onto one side. And then slowly push yourself up to all fours. So now a little bit more movement with the spine. Knees under hips. Heel of your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, let your heart draw forward, lift the sit bones up, let the belly fall. Exhale, draw in with your low belly, really round the spine. Push up, let the shoulder blades fan down and away from the spine. 2 more times. Inhale, lifting, opening the chest. Exhale, rounding, 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 big anchor cap. And one more time. Then we'll come into a neutral spine. Keep those knees just underneath the hips and come back to a child pose. So extend the arms coming into extended child pose. If your knees bother you in this child pose, then keep your hips over your knees more. Come into more of like a puppy pose. But otherwise, you're sending your sit bones way back. You're reaching the fingertips forward. Feel the shoulder blades fan away from the spine and up towards the fingertips. And feel the sit bones reaching back at the same time, away from your torso. Now take a peek and check that your index fingers are parallel to each other. Bring yourself up onto your knees, don't move your hands. Draw in with your low belly, draw your heart forward, and slowly slither down to your belly. Inhale, lift your heart, little baby cobra. Exhale, slither down. Inhale, push yourself back up through table. Exhale, back to your child pose. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, up on your knees. Exhale, belly firm, slither down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, back towards your heels. Now start to slide your hands back towards your feet, and then walk your hands or your fingertips back behind you. Lift your heart, open it up. Let your head look straight up or maybe drop it back. Lift those hips, open up wide through the chest. And slowly release. Back down. All right, let's push ourselves forward now into our tabletop position. If you have socks on, maybe take them off. So walk your hands forward, about a hand's distance forward, tuck the toes, and we'll come up into a downward facing dog, not too long, right? If your wrists are bugging you today, maybe come into a forearm down dog, which is a dolphin. Push the mat away, draw your triceps in towards your ears. Press the mat like you're trying to push and lengthen the mat as you draw your sit bones back. Keep a tiny bend in the knees so that you can cultivate that length through the spine. Draw your heels straight down to the ground. Now breathe into this whole shape. Let your rib cage expand side to side with each in-breath. And then walk your feet towards each other so the big toes are closer towards each other. Lift that right leg up, bend the right knee, sunbird, open the hip. And a gentle step to lizard. So gently bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand. You might have to use your right hand to do that. Lower the back knee down. All right, come up onto your fingertips here just for the first couple of breaths. Maybe let your right knee open out to the right. Let the arch lift. Take a breath in, open up your heart. Let the hips release, let the glutes release. Now take your left hand over towards the left side of your mat. Take your right hand on your thigh and start to twist to your right. Reach the right arm back. And maybe invite the foot to the hand if it wants to come. Option, only an option. Relax through the neck, soften through the hips. And slowly release the foot if you have it. Take your right hand, place it to the outside of your right leg. Keep that leg on a diagonal as you start to walk your hands back, lengthening that front leg. Once you've got that sort of start of that shape, take a breath in, draw your heart forward. And on your exhale, soften into it. Soften the back of the knee. Draw the toes back towards your nose. Keep cultivating that length through the spine as you draw your heart forward, like sort of towards the towards that right foot. Soften in. Soften the back of the knee. And start to come back into your bent knee. Start to walk that right foot over to the left side of your mat. Kind of slide it down a little bit. And let's come into half pigeon here, right? So right knee comes behind your right hand. Start to lift and lower that left leg back, back, back until you feel you can't go any further. Now, if your knee bugs you here, bring all your weight over onto the right hip. And you'll do pigeon with all the weight off of the knee. If it feels okay, take a breath in, and on your exhale, extend forward, extend forward, extend forward, and come into your pigeon. Soften in. An option here to slide a blanket or a towel under that right hip, especially if you've got a lot of space between the hip and the floor. Make any little changes that you need to. We're here for 4 breaths. You can certainly stay longer if that's what you need, or start to make your way up to all 4s. You can stay in all 4s and just kind of circle the knee and straighten the leg, or you can come into a down dog and pedal it out. Your choice here. Listen to what your body wants. Maybe you come into a down dog and you're craving a vinyasa. Flowing through plank, chaturanga, an up dog, and a down dog. Back and down dog, drop your head. Send the stiff bones up and back, push the mat away. Now take a long breath in through your nose, and a lion's breath out, like wide open mouth. More time, long breath in through the nose. Open the mouth wide and sigh it out. And then lift that left leg up. Bend the left knee, sunbird, open it up. And gently place your foot or slide it forward to the outside of your left hand. Gently lower that back knee down and come up on your fingertips. So let the hips release here, let the heart draw forward. Option to let the left knee open out to the left. You can stay, or you can add, stay as long as you like. When you're ready, take the right hand over to the right side of your mat. Slowly take a twist to your left. Open that left arm. Maybe bend the knee and grab the foot. If it doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. That's just an option. Hold it here in the twist. Where can you let go? We hold so much emotion and tension in the hips. And you soften in through the pelvic floor and the hips here. And slowly release the foot if you have it. Bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot as you start to walk yourself back. Lengthening the leg on a diagonal. Half split, leg on a diagonal. Again, fingertips, or you can even, if you have blocks, you can do that. But no weight on the arms here. Lengthen the spine forward as you draw the sit bones back. Look forward past your toes. Draw the shoulders back. And now start to walk your hands forward. Start to walk that left foot over to the right side of your mat. Just kind of walk it over. Then I have to slide the foot down towards my hips a little bit to gently place the knee down into half pigeon. So certainly you don't have to have the shin anywhere near parallel to the top of the mat. And then walk. Lengthen that right leg back until it feels like that's about as far as you can go. And again, the knee bothers you, lean completely on that left hip. Otherwise, lengthen your spine and come down into the pigeon. Either way, you can soften in, weight on the left hip or not. Notice where you're holding. And with your next exhale breath, soften and let it go. Or slow breaths in and out. And slowly start to make your way back up. When you're ready, slowly start to come into tabletop, and again, do whatever feels good to bring some blood flow into that left leg. And when you're done with all that movement, make your way all the way down onto your belly. I'm going to do a belly down Shavasana today. It can be nice if you have a blanket that you want to fold. You can fold right underneath your belly. You have that. If you don't, no worries, or like a little pillow. Otherwise, just stack your hands Let's stack our right hand on top of our left. Turn your head to the left and slide your left leg halfway up your mat. Close your eyes. So right hand on top of left, head's turned to the left, resting on that right hand. And your left knee is halfway up your mat. Just breathe. Start to slide that left leg down. Stack your left hand on top of your right. Turn your head to the right. Slide your right knee halfway up alongside your mat. And let go. Start to slide your right leg down. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. And then slowly start to push yourself up onto hands and knees. And let's just make our way to our feet. And sitting upright, not rigid, but lengthen through the spine. Little tuck of the chin to the chest. Relax your shoulders down. And close your eyes. Just notice how you feel. Take a final deep breath in, letting your side ribs and back ribs expand. Soften on your exhale. Let's inhale those arms and reach them up. And sending thanks and love out to everybody here today. And everybody else too.